I am a person who believes that music and lyrics reflect me and what I believe in. My name is Robert Burnett, and the following three songs reflect a certain side of me: the emotional, loving, and depressed me. The emotional side of me can be reflected by a song called Dance with My Father by Luther Vandross. After my parents divorced, I lived with my dad, and my mom was never around. I have a very distinct memory of sitting at a red light with my dad when the song came on. He was taking me to my mom's for visitations, and he told me, "Robert, I really want you to listen to this song." The song talks about the memories a guy has of his father and how good of a father he was. He talks about how he'd give anything to dance with his father one more time. He prays to God and says that his mom cries over the death of her husband every night, and he knows that God doesn't do it usually, but she's dying to dance with him again. My father was the only person there for me growing up, and even though he was emotionally abusive at times, I love him, and the song makes me cry every time I hear it. As much as I appreciate the emotional side of me, I also have an equally loving side. The loving side of me can be reflected by a song called Breathe by Angels and Airwaves. I've always been a hopeless romantic, so love songs hit me harder than most people. The song talks about two people alone in their own worlds coming together. One of them is quivering with fear. They are nervous and unsure because the concept of true love is so new to them. But that person breaks through the nervousness and finds the confidence to tell the other that I love you and will continue to do so until the end of time. My first real girlfriend was an alternative rock fan like myself. I discovered Angels and Airwaves early on into our relationship, and they've been my favorite band ever since. Although my first real relationship has ended since, it shook my foundation to its core and left me weak and emotionally unavailable. But I never lost and will never forget the emotions that song has made me feel. The combination of my emotional and loving side often leads me to being depressed. The depressed side of me can be reflected by a song called Atonement by Amberlin. The song talks about seeing many faces and places, but nothing compares to just being with the one that you're destined to be with. It questions the point of doing something alone. It questions the point of going through the motions and typical speed bumps in a relationship when we know what the outcome always ends up being. Where's the excitement? But those points are worth it to you as a person because the thought of being alone is too much to bear. You want to know your significant other believes in you. If not, then what's the point? My depression tends to come often, and it's usually a result of me feeling like I let someone down or I'm lost in the world. I believe that songs really reflect who we are as a person. The three songs that I chose in this speech reflect my emotional, loving, and depressed side. Thank you.